Hi, Vlogalogue. No, self-promotion is not fun at all. At the same time, I think that it is important, and I think that it is valid, and I think that especially when you are, looking to get a job, it is an essential skill to have for several reasons. In addition to just the whole you want to get the job thing, I think that actually your ability to promote yourself speaks toward your ultimate job performance, if that makes sense. There are very few people who are so good at what they do that they can do it in secrecy and get noticed and recognized and paid for it. You need the ability to go out there and promote something that maybe sometimes you have your doubts about. If you think about, if you were a salesman for a company and the company develops, and you love everything that this company makes, right? So you're going out there and you're selling whatever it is, all of the widgets that the company makes. And then they make this widget that you think, this is a terrible, terrible thing. I hate this product. You got a free one from the office launch party and you brought it home and man, that was a terrible widget. Well, you're gonna be a terrible employee if just because now there's one thing that you don't personally are not super excited about, that all of a sudden you're terrible at pitching it. And even in the field of software engineering, there are times when you need to be able to go and talk to your boss and say, we need to use this technology stack, or we need to take this approach to solving this problem, even though you know that there are sometimes some problems with it. You need to be the type of person that is going to be able to speak well of your company even when you don't necessarily disagree with some of the stuff that they're doing. Your ability to go out there and be positive and encourage people to get excited about a thing, whatever it is important, kind of whatever your job may be. I think it's really a measure of how well you are able to communicate enthusiasm and interact with people, right? Because if you go out there and you say, I don't know, I think, yeah, it's really hard. It's hard when especially when you're talking about yourself. There are so many days when I think that I am the worst person that there is. And if I have that attitude, and if I communicate that attitude, and if I let that come across, the negativity is infectious, and I think that that's probably a good sign. Maybe people shouldn't hire me if I was the type of person that's going to let that just seep into everything that I do. And so I think that if you can look at self-promotion less as a selfish task and more of kind of an on-the-job challenge. With software in particular, there are often interviews that involve some sort of coding portion. Someone will be like, here's a problem, go ahead and solve it, and then they will evaluate you on that. And that's kind of intimidating, but at the same time, you can look at your ability to promote yourself in the same way, that it is really an opportunity for you to get out there and present your ability to interact with people, rather than just, it's not that a company is just inviting you to be like, hey, please put yourself up on a pedestal. Rather, it is that they are asking you, are you at least willing to put yourself out there? Do you have the ability to project confidence, even though we know that you are a human person and therefore sometimes are riddled with self-doubt? Because that is a job skill that is worth having. Alex's second part of the prompt was referring to YouTube in particular and doing that. I have much more of a problem with that, because there, we are our own employers. The penny that you make every month or whatever. There's not some employer that is testing you. Though I think it's probably still the same thing, that if you are the type of person that is very shy about putting yourself forward, then it projects the idea to your viewers that you're not proud of your work, you're not confident in your work, and you're not even willing to take the risk of asking them to respond to it. I mean, if you are not willing to ask people to like and subscribe to something, if that is important to you, if that's something that that you want to do, if you want your audience to grow, and you're not comfortable asking that, then I think there's no reason why a viewer should do it spontaneously. I mean, theoretically, you are the person who's saying, okay, you know, I'm putting, at the very least, there's a not a sunken cost. There's social proof in having asked and having said, even if I know that this is crap, the fact that I'm willing to ask and that I'm willing to accept the consequences of having asked means that someone else can trust that. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but yes, I think that the ability to promote yourself is important and much more than just a selfish act. That's what I have to say. I will see you all next week, Vlogalogue. Bye.